Most of my time is trying to learn how to be a girl dad. She's just turned 11 years old, and so her life is pretty much involved in tablet land. But we will go swimming and go to the parks, and she's game to do most anything. I would say from the first time when I think I was a sophomore in high school, this is when I knew I was bodily and mentally different than other girls. I didn't know it then, but in recovery, I was able to look back on my past and be like, oh, well, I was definitely different then. The most difficult moments was probably towards the end when I lost everything and was homeless on the streets here in Owensboro, walking around, kind of giving up on life. I was happy and content living the way I was. But, at some point, accountability caught up to me, and I was looking at 20 years in prison, and I really don't want to do 20 years in prison. Sorry. Change my life. The judge asked me if I had anything to say before he signed the paper. And so I told him, I said, I didn't leave it here and go into treatment, but my insurance gets canceled while I'm in treatment and they won't keep me. I did 28 days at RCD and then long-term afterwards. If you hold my hand and walk me to the front door, I'm probably going to follow the rules. And so the judge, with a few more words after that, but his body posture changed. And he said, it sounds like you got a good plan, so I'm going to give you the last chance anyone's ever going to give you. So he gave me 2 years probation and put the 11 years on the shelf and let me out of jail that day. I would never be one to ask for help. But when I was in White House, I can remember sitting there and we would do personal commitments. And in that moment, I prayed for probably the first time. And the answer I got back was to just sit still. And so that was my personal commitment every day. That was how I found recovery.